Hello and welcome to We Are Crafted in His Image. We are on our third project in this month's Cocoa and Crafts class. Today we are going to be making this pretty card and we are going to get started. We get to use our blending brush today and the, of course, Always in My Heart stamp set. So let's go ahead and get started. It is frigidly cold here today. I am enjoying a cup of tea. I'm going to want to drink it while it's still hot because it's quite chilly in my house downstairs by my desk. I'm by the window so that I get good lighting and the window is quite chilly. So if I do this a lot, it's because my hands are a little cold. So let's get our stuff out and get started. I'm going to move this over here. Nope, over here. I'm going to bring over my little saucer because we have a lot of little pieces in here today. There are two large hearts. However, you may find that there are some bits still stuck in there. I did not take the time to poke all of that stuff out yet. So you're going to want to do that. I don't have the die brush tool that goes on our pickup tool that you can use to pop all these out. I have the old one, but I don't have the new one. And you will find that there is adhesive. Actually, you probably don't even need to do this because there is the adhesive sheet on the back, and usually when you pull it off, it holds all those on. So I'll wait and not do these. Hold on. However, in your envelope, there are also some white hearts and some pink flower silhouettes and lots of little tiny hearts. These are actually not going to be used in this card. Those are just bonuses for you to use if you want to make a shaker card later or something. They are the pieces that were cut out with the die, and I thought you might like to use them, so I stuck them in your envelope for you. So I'm going to set this over here. I have everything out of my envelopes and the dies. Now, this card, I have seen some where they have filled these in, and actually I did this one with the technique where I cut out the same die with a pink, and then these pieces that we normally would throw away, like this little piece right here, I found them all and then put them inside of the black cutout. Does that make sense? So it kind of looks like a stained glass. And I thought about doing that for this card. However, finding all of these little teeny tiny pieces and matching them up, yeah, that was just going to take way too long. I was not, no. So these two weren't too hard, but these, there were just way too many shapes to look for. So we're cheating and we're doing something a little bit different. Instead, we get a similar look, but it's a lot easier. What we're going to do is take these cutouts, which are cut to the exact same size as these, and simply glue them behind the black outline. And there we have almost the exact same look. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with this today. But we're also going to add a little color to our card base with our blending brush. You know what? I don't even think we're going to, oh, we are going to use green on the inside, but we're going to need pink first. And I need some scrap paper. I don't have. I'm just going to use my paper on here and grab my pink that I used last time. I actually have several, and I try to keep the different colors, use the different colors on. Like this one is for blue, this one's for green, this one is for pink. But you can actually wash them if you want to in between. So we're going to start just like we did on the last one. Tap off on here first, and on the front area of your card, you just want to get some color right on that short edge. And depending on how deep a color you want, you can work more and more of it in if you start on the edge when you're doing it, you don't have to like do that extra step. There you go. I want it to be pretty intense on the end of this one, so I'm going to work it in there a little more. There we go. So that's that. I'm going to do the same thing on here. And I'm not even going to tap off the edge. I'm just going to do it right on here. Now, I am noticing something on here. I have rather greasy skin. I know that's kind of gross to talk about, but I don't know if you can see it in there on this spot right here. That is where I have apparently touched my face at some point in time and then touched the cardstock, and now there's a layer of oil there that is not going to take the color. It's not going to make a difference in this card because it's going to be covered for the most part with our little hearts like that. See? Cute. However, just keep that in mind. If you are like me, make sure you have clean hands before you touch your cardstock, and then you won't have those little tiny spots like that. Okay, so this is done, and while I have this out, I'm going to go ahead and do our envelopes as well. If I can find what I did with them. There they are. And to do this, I'm simply going to do around the edge of the flap. There we go. Just gives it a little touch of color there. There. That one's done. And one more. Now some of it you'll notice I'm not doing the tap over here. I'm just making sure that I'm starting on my scrap paper and that most of that color ends up going there and not giving me streaks on my envelope. Okay, so envelopes are done. Now you have 2 white hearts inside your kit in your envelope. We're going to add a little bit of color around the edge of it. And I did quite a bit of color on this one. I may not do quite so much on one of these. I think I want to try it with just a hint of color around the edge. There we go. Just gives that pretty shaded, soft look. There we go, there's one. Let's do, can you see the difference? Let's do another one. Just get the color all around the edge. Okay, so I think we're done with the blending brush now, so I'm going to set that aside. And we want to stamp our sentiment. So let me get out the, now you can stamp this one. This one will fit right inside that heart. It'll actually leave a little bit of a border around it. I'm going to do "You Are Always in My Heart." I think that's a good sentiment you could use to anybody. It's not necessary Valentine's. Could just be saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. There it is, this one. Okay. I need a block. Ink it up. And try to get it centered. Nice. Centered and oh, I just inked my finger. There we go. Okay. Ooh. All right, so that is done. Now on the inside of your card, let's put whatever flower you like on the inside. So I'm actually going to go with a different one than I did on this. I'm going to use that one. And I do want the solid, and then I'm also going to want the leaves. So we need a few blocks here. Oh, let me put that over here. And I need the inside of my cards. Okay, so this is your front. So you want to flip it to the inside. And I think I'm actually going to move my flower to this corner. Stamp one. Stamp the other. There we go. And then clean that and use the shadow or the solid one. And again, just like we've done before, you're going to want to stamp off first, so you'll get a lighter shade of that pink, the Rococo Rose pink. Stamp off. Stamp in there. There we go. Clean that. And then I could use a smaller block for my green, the Mossy Meadow. So let me put the Rococo Rose away. Get out Mossy Meadow. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to only stamp the leaf area and not the stem. I don't know if you can see, I didn't get any ink on the stem, so that I can get it pretty close to my flower without having to do a mask. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And then on the next one, I want to clean it really well. This one I'm going to go even further in just to see how it looks. So I have only inked up half of those leaves right there. And let's see what it looks like. I can stamp it right like that. See? And let's do a little bit further for this side over here. And what I'm doing is I'm lining up where I have the edge of my ink with the edge of one of the petals. Like that. So it looks like the leaf is behind the flower. Now we're going to take that off and let's grab this. And this will be easy on here because I have full leaves there. That's not a big deal. We'll just stick those in there. And do this one too. Line it up. Okay, now on this one though, I do need clean. And I'm going to guesstimate how far up I did my leaves. That looks good. Stamp. And then stamp on there. Some of my leaf doesn't show right there, but that's alright. Let's do this one. See how it comes out. Ooh, it looks good on that side. I like that one. Alright, so I think our stamping is finished. Let's move all these out of the way and let's start assembling our cards. So we're going to start by folding this card over like this. Grab a bone folder and give it a good crease. Okay, fold this one over. There we go. Then you have the two panels that have the hearts cut out of the bottom. We're going to want to get some adhesive on there. Let's grab Stampin' Seal. There we go. And I am going to go all the way around the edge of this. A little bit in the middle. There's one. And, oh, I pushed it off the edge. Get back over here. Get back over here. There we go. My tea is going to be cold before I drink it. I need to put it in a thermos. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to line up the top edge with this edges here. Right up next to that fold. And there we have that. Let's do this one. Whoops. Get it lined up right next to the fold. Right along top and bottom. Okay, now we are cheating, and there is adhesive on the back of yours. Yours actually covers the whole thing. I was using scrap pieces on mine, so I have a few bits and bobs I'll have to pull off. And hopefully, yep, see, it took some of those extra pieces out. Get those out of the way. Make sure there's no little background pieces that need to be pulled out. Oh, yep, there's a few right here. Didn't want to come out. Come on, there we go. Now what I'm going to do before I stick this down is I'm going to go ahead and put the flowers on right onto that adhesive. So this flower is going to go right here. I'm going to try and actually, I don't know if it'd be easier to do from the front or the back to make sure it's not going to show except inside the outline. Now, you're going to have some sticking out here. That's okay. That's fine because our heart is going to cover that up. This one is one of those. And yeah, sometimes it's a little easier. No. I'm trying to figure out how it was supposed to go. Hold on here. No. No. Maybe it goes on the other one. No, it does go on this one. There it is. There it is. Found it. Oh, that's the easy way to do it. Okay, now one of these two flowers, these are mirror images. So one of them, this one here, you're going to have to actually flip it over that direction. So flip it over. Oh, this is the easy way to do it. Lay it down, line up your thing, and then just touch it down. Ha 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 ha. Alright, there is, let's see, there's another one of these. This one is facing the right direction, so I'll stick that on. I'm hoping I'm not getting my head in your way. There. Okay, we've got another one of these little lily looking, well, these ones look like water lilies to me. Another one of those. There's 3 of those and 2 of each of the other flowers. Okay, and then the hard one to figure out again. Let's see. This way? Oh yeah, I guess that's it. Hey, I did it on the first try. Awesome. Okay, now to glue this onto here, you do have adhesive on the leaf area, but I'm going to dot a little bit of adhesive onto the back of the flowers. So a little bit of our liquid, and you don't need very much at all. Just to make sure those stay put. There we go. And then center this on your card front. Like that. So give everything a push down. And actually what I'm going to do is flip it over so I can do this and I'm not going to move anything. There we go. That one's done. Let's do this one. Do the same thing. Pull our backings off. Oh, much easier said than done. That one does not want to come off. I think because my fingers are cold. And they can't hold it. There we go. Ha ha ha. Got that one off. Let's try this end. Ha ha ha. There we go. Okay. So now let's do our flowers again. We have one of the lilies. Stick that down. Okay, we'll just kind of go in order here. Does that look like it? Oh, it does. Okay. And this is the backwards. You see, that's the way it was. That's supposed to be the front, but this is the flower that needs to go backwards. Let's do another lily one. Not quite up. Oh, oh, too far up. Hold on. Get on there. There we go. And the super complicated one that I think I got figured out here. No. No. This way? This way. There, that lines up nice. Okay, a lily one. I don't know what kind of flower the other two are. I just say this one looks like a water lily, so. And now, let's put this one on. Oh, pink is showing. Pink is showing. Oh, I think it's going to have to show because it is stuck and I don't want to rip my outline. Okay, a little bit of liquid glue. A little bit on here. Maybe. I think my glue is slightly frozen, maybe. It's really thick coming out of there compared to usual. Okay. Then this goes right in the middle. Okay. Have a drink of my tea. Oh, warming up my hands a little. Okay, so now the last part, easy peasy. We're going to put our hearts in there. We're going to pop them up on dimensionals. So let's get out our dimensionals. And you can do half-size ones or full-size ones, whichever you want. Mine are already cut in half because I was working on a small project the other day. So I think I'll do, that looks good. 1, 2, 3, and then one in the middle. That looks good. These big pieces are too big for my little cup. Let's put them in the trash. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then just center this right in the middle of your heart. There you go. And if you want this to have a little more dimension, you can. Let me see if I have enough cut out. I do. Let's do this. I'm going to take, oh, I already took off that one. Take off the backing off of those, okay? Then I'm going to take another one and stack it right on top of the one that's already there. And that's, those are end ones, but that's all right. These will work. Okay, so stick this on here. Stick this on here. And now I'll take the backing off of those. And now this one will actually stand out a little farther from the card. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? It just kind of stands out a little bit more, a little more noticeable than this one. And there we go. We're done. That was quick. At least it felt quick. We have our cards ready, envelopes ready, and you guys, you have extra little hearts in here if you want to use them for a shaker card or just embellishing a card somewhere. You have to use a tiny dot of glue for those. But yeah, I figured, why throw them away? We could use them. So there we go. Until next week, which hopefully will be warmer, you have a great super duper week, and God's love and blessings to you. Bye!